Okay, so what's going on, Matt?
Pain, immediate up combo.
Okay, and what happens? Like, how do you reproduce that?
Flexion, in-range extension, push-ups, any gripping, pulling motions.
Oh, okay, but you didn't want to go up in front of the
No.
class. I know. I was like, man, this is one of the biggest classes I've taught in years. Yeah, it's like this is a huge class full of perfect people. Okay, okay. So can we even reproduce it simply? Like, do I? I mean, I can get you on the ground and do a push-up if you grasp.
I mean, I can grasp right there, and it's painful right there.
Okay. Now the first thing I would try is even, without even looking at the patterns, just to see if a retraction and overpressure. If I retract and overpressure, go ahead and grasp. Does that do anything?
A little bit
A little bit what?
less.
Okay.
Yeah.
End range, Greg. All right. So now let's see if he meets the patterns real quick. Assuming I had done all the other screens. Tuck. He actually has a little bit of loss of upper cervical flexion, so I may need to do something other than that later. But side bending away, side bending toward. That's all. Okay. So yes, could that affect it? If you have a loss there, you meet the patterns.
Right.
And if we look at other things, let me just see.
I know what this is going to show.
All right, yeah, that's stiffer. Yeah, let's try this. Again, normally I would measure behind you. Go rotate to the left, passive overpressure. Rotate to the right, passive overpressure. So you don't meet the trunk rotation pattern, but you meet the shoulder and the cervical spine. But the rule is, if you have cervical spine, as long as you let me move it, let's try reloading that. Okay. So let's try this. Tuck, and I'll have you do this yourself. Let's get into I'm a little teapot right now. Tuck, hold the tuck. I'm just going to hold you here. Good. I'm not going to let his chin protrude. Go ahead and pull as far as you can. Further, 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 further. At any point where it's painful, you just do a little isometric. Is it painful at all?
No.
Okay, go further, 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 and come back. Do that about 20, 30 times. Go ahead, further, 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 further. Good. It's not bothering your elbow, is it?
A little bit.
Okay, I don't want it to bother your elbow just because it's flexed.
Right.
Okay, let me do it then. Relax. Because I want it to be as threat-free as possible. Good. Further, 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 further. I'm not saying this is going to work, but you meet the pattern. I mean, it might just be an elbow issue. But I want to screen this first, especially if he's had elbow treatment before and it didn't work, but no one ever ruled out cervical. And push into me just to go a little push, 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 and hold. See that little bit of isometric gets a little bit more. So sometimes people aren't getting the end range because they're not really restoring the passive overpressure. Okay, give me a good grip. Give me a good grip.
Better.
All right, 10 of these an hour.
Okay.
Try push up now. Come on, muscles. How's it feel?
A lot better.
All right.
Sorry
Good.
for that.
No extra charge for that.
All right. Thanks.
Okay, thanks, man.